Italy's naval resurgence is not about prestige. It is about reclaiming influence in a sea that has always defined its destiny. In June 2025, the Italian government signed a €700 million contract with Fincantieri to build 2 new PPA Light Plus vessels, replacing the pair initially slated for Indonesia. These ships are more than replacements. They represent the center of a new maritime doctrine, where the Italian Navy will rely on fewer, but far more capable vessels to project presence and deterrence across the Mediterranean. Italy sits at the intersection of Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East, a location that has historically given it control over one of the most contested bodies of water on Earth. Today, that control is challenged by multiple actors: Russia's naval resurgence through its Syrian base at Tartus, Turkey's assertiveness in the eastern Mediterranean, and China's expanding economic foothold through ports and logistics chains stretching from Piraeus to Trieste. To maintain strategic equilibrium, Italy must rebuild a navy that can act quickly, operate independently, and integrate seamlessly with NATO's southern flank. The new PPA fleet embodies that shift. The PPA, short for Pattugliatore Polivalente d'Altura, is the cornerstone of this transformation. Unlike traditional frigates designed for narrow mission sets, the PPA is a fully modular combat platform. Measuring 143 meters in length with a displacement of about 6,400 tons, it is equipped for high-intensity operations, yet can be rapidly reconfigured for patrol or humanitarian missions. The ship uses a hybrid propulsion system combining diesel and electric power, allowing speeds above 30 knots while remaining silent during low-speed patrols. It carries a 76mm super rapid main gun, 2 30mm remote turrets, 16 silver vertical launch cells for Aster 30 air defense missiles, and the new TESEO Mark Two Echo anti-ship missile with a range exceeding 200 kilometers. In practice, this gives Italy the ability to strike both naval and land targets deep beyond its coastline. Each PPA also includes advanced sensors and combat management systems developed by Leonardo, enabling networked warfare with allied fleets. Helicopters such as the NH-90 or unmanned aerial vehicles can be deployed from its hangar for surveillance and anti-submarine operations. The design follows a plug-and-fight logic, meaning entire mission modules can be replaced within 24 hours. Italy's goal is to field 7 PPA units by 2030, creating a balanced mix of light, light plus, and full configurations, capable of covering everything from patrol duties to strike missions. The recent order ensures that Fincantieri's shipyards maintain continuous production and industrial expertise into the next decade. Beyond the 2 Light Plus ships, Italy is exploring follow-on orders that may expand the class into specialized variants for electronic warfare and command and control operations. By linking procurement to industrial stability, the government has preserved one of Europe's most capable naval shipbuilders. Leonardo, meanwhile, benefits from system integration contracts that strengthen its position as a defense electronics powerhouse. Italy's strategy goes beyond fleet renewal. It reflects a deliberate adaptation to the changing nature of Mediterranean security. The sea is no longer a purely regional arena. It has become a global corridor where the interests of the United States, Russia, Turkey, and China overlap. Italy's geography places it at the front line of that overlap. The PPA allows the Italian Navy to replace aging Maestrale and Soldati-class vessels with a platform capable of operating in high-threat environments alongside France's Frem frigates or Britain's Type 26. It also allows flexibility. A light configuration can serve as a patrol ship off Libya, while a full configuration can join NATO's standing maritime group in the Black Sea. The same hull, the same sensors, but different strategic contexts. The broader geopolitical layer behind this naval push cannot be ignored. Although China does not maintain a military presence in the Mediterranean, its control over key ports through commercial investment has introduced a new variable. Italy's decision to withdraw from the Belt and Road Initiative in 2023 marked a political turning point, but economic ties remain deep. While China builds ports, Italy builds ships. Both seek influence over the same sea lanes, one through infrastructure, the other through capability. The PPA, therefore, is not simply a warship, it is a statement that Italy intends to remain the maritime gatekeeper of Southern Europe. Industrial logic underpins the naval resurgence. Fincantieri employs more than 10,000 workers directly and sustains a vast network of suppliers. Over 80% of its output is export-oriented, with projects in Qatar, Indonesia, and the United States. The PPA program provides economic stability and technological continuity, ensuring Italy retains full-spectrum shipbuilding capacity. Leonardo's involvement in radar, sensors, and communication suites reinforces the synergy between the country's aerospace and naval sectors. This industrial ecosystem keeps Italy among the few European nations still capable of designing, building, arming, and maintaining a complete fleet domestically. The challenge remains financial. Italy's defense budget for 2025 is approximately 33.8 billion United States dollars, or about 1.5% of gross domestic product, still below NATO's 2% threshold. Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni's government plans a gradual increase by 2032, but inflation and competing social priorities could slow progress. For this reason, Italy's Navy is focusing on modularity and efficiency, acquiring fewer ships but maximizing mission versatility through reconfiguration. The PPA is the embodiment of that cost-effective philosophy. Looking toward 2035, the Italian Navy envisions a balanced fleet of 7 PPA ships, 10 FREM and FREM Evo frigates, 4 U-212 near-future submarines, and the new amphibious assault ship Trieste. Together, they will form a cohesive task group capable of sustained operations from the Atlantic to the Red Sea. The PPA will act as the flexible backbone of this force, enabling Italy to respond to crises, secure maritime trade, and project soft power. Compared with France's more expeditionary model or Turkey's rapidly expanding navy, Italy's approach emphasizes adaptability and coalition leadership rather than unilateral power projection. This modernization also feeds back into NATO planning. As the alliance refocuses on the Arctic and Eastern Europe, the southern flank has often been under-resourced. Italy's investment effectively fills that vacuum. Its ships will provide maritime security, anti-submarine patrols, and humanitarian assistance across the Mediterranean and North Africa. In scenarios where instability from Libya or the Sahel spills into maritime routes, the PPA fleet will form the first line of response. The combination of speed, endurance, and sensor integration allows Italy to act as both sentinel and coordinator for Allied forces. The deeper symbolism of Italy's naval rebirth lies in its assertion of strategic autonomy within Europe. It does not seek confrontation but balance, an ability to protect its economic lifelines while contributing to collective defense. Each new PPA launched from La Spezia or Riva Trigoso shipyard signals that Italy's maritime tradition remains unbroken. The Mediterranean may now host more players than ever, but Rome intends to remain the referee. In the closing image, the silhouette of a PPA crossing the Strait of Sicily under the tricolor flag captures the essence of Italy's renewed maritime posture. After decades of limited ambition, Italy is once again building ships that define strategy rather than follow it. It may not be expanding an empire, but it is rebuilding a shield, one designed for a century, where the sea is once again the center of power.